Amy Vitale, an American photographer, speaker, filmmaker, and writer, was born in 1971. She was first introduced to photography when she got an internship at a small newspaper in Raleigh, North Carolina in the early 1990s. When she first fell in love with photography, it was because it gave her opportunities to meet people, learn, and experience new cultures. She now sees photography as a tool for creating awareness and understanding across cultures, communities, and countries. Amy was a war and conflict journalist for over 10 years before she switched to capturing images of our planet. She is now most known for her extraordinary wildlife and environmental stories and enjoys living the story. She has traveled to over 100 countries, lived in war zones, mud huts, and even contracted malaria. What you are seeing right now is one of her projects called The Last Goodbye, that was published in the National Geographic October 2019 issue titled Vanishing. The project started when Amy was in Kenya in 2009 and met Sudan, one of 8 northern white rhinos left on Earth. Since they were on the brink of extinction, their last hope was to airlift Sudan and 4 other rhinos that were left to a sanctuary where they could hopefully repopulate their species. This emotional experience is what changed the trajectory of Amy's career. From that day forward, she dedicated her time to picturing wildlife and nature. All of the photos taken for this project, as you can see, are all very unique and add to the story she is trying to tell. Although all of her photos are mostly ethically evaluative, they're also theoretical if you do not know of the project or Amy's intentions. However, when looking through her work, not knowing anything about her, I noticed that these photographs got an emotional reaction out of me. You can see that the animals that are normally portrayed as deadly are extremely calm and friendly. She also shows men who are armed trying to protect the wildlife from poachers, and the keepers and caretakers' relationships with them, and so much more. 9 years after meeting Sudan, Amy was informed that he was dying and rushed to Kenya. Joseph Wachira, one of his dedicated keepers, went to rub behind his ear one last time, and Sudan leaned his head against Joseph's, and Amy captured the last moments of Sudan's life. This photo, although it is one out of many you've seen, was taken in March of 2018 and has had the most impact out of all of her images. Amy's message to the world is that we are failing our wildlife, and it is, if we keep going in this direction that we are, it could dramatically change our ecosystem. The picture, knowing the background and that he was the last male rhino of his kind, is emotional, and it provides a harsh realization to anyone viewing her work. I think that is what makes Amy so unique. Even though she is simply capturing nature and wildlife, the message is just as beautiful as the picture.